Here, suspended between the earth and the sky, we find a place of quiet wonder. We are floating gently, almost without movement, above a city cradled by nature. This is Sherbrooke, a community nestled in the rolling hills of Quebec's eastern townships. It is a place where the human world and the natural world meet in a gentle embrace. From this vantage point, the sounds of the world below fade into a soft murmur, replaced by the hushed whisper of the wind. The landscape unfolds beneath us like a living map, a tapestry woven with threads of green and blue. The sun, a soft globe of pale gold, begins its ascent over the eastern hills. Below us, the valleys are still filled with a cool blue mist, a soft blanket that clings to the surface of the rivers. The city is a silhouette, its structures and streets slowly emerging from the deep shadows. The rivers, the Magog and the Saint-François, transform from inky ribbons into shimmering pathways of liquid silver. The forests, which appeared as a dark, uniform mass just moments ago, now resolve into individual trees, their canopies kissed with a dewy sheen. A lone car makes its way across a bridge, its headlights still on, cutting through the lingering morning haze. As we drift towards the city's core, it becomes immediately apparent that this is a place deeply connected to its natural surroundings. The canopies of maple, oak and pine form a lush green ceiling over the streets, softening the hard edges of human construction. We glide over Parc Jacques-Cartier, a magnificent green space that follows the curve of the Lac des Nations. From this height, we can see the winding pathways, the open lawns where people gather, and the shoreline where the water gently laps against the land. We see the dense woodlands of Mont Bellevue, a veritable mountain within the city limits, its slopes covered in a thick blanket of trees. We can trace the hiking trails as they snake their way up the mountain, disappearing into the dense foliage. The story of Sherbrooke is inextricably linked to its rivers. From our aerial perspective, we can see how two powerful waterways, the Magog and the Saint-François, converge at the city's core. We watch as the narrower, more energetic Magog River flows into the broad, majestic Saint-François, their waters mingling in a gentle, swirling dance. Following the path of the Magog River, we see how it has been tamed by human hands over the centuries. A series of dams and gorges punctuates its journey through the city. The Gorge de la Magog is particularly striking from above, a deep chasm carved into the rock, with footbridges spanning its width. As we drift over the much wider Saint-François River, the scene changes. This is a river of grand, sweeping curves, its banks lined with lush vegetation and elegant homes. We can see small boats tracing delicate wakes on its surface, their occupants enjoying a leisurely afternoon on the water. As we float gently over the city, our eyes are drawn to the clusters of buildings that speak of a different era. In the heart of Vieux Sherbrooke, the old city, the architecture tells a story of ambition, faith, and community. The most prominent of these storytellers is the Saint-Michel Basilica Cathedral. From above, its twin spires reach towards us, elegant and imposing. Our gentle drift takes us over the rooftops of Rue Wellington, the city's historic commercial artery. The buildings here are a charming mix of architectural styles. From our high perch, the street looks like a miniature diorama, the patterns of the brickwork and the varying roof lines creating a rich and intricate texture. Nearby, the Sherbrooke Museum of Fine Arts, housed in a magnificent 19th century building, stands as a testament to the city's enduring appreciation for culture and beauty. We also glide over Bishop's University, with its historic red brick buildings and sprawling green campus. It looks like a classic collegiate sanctuary, a place of learning and growth nestled by the river. The sun is now high in the sky, casting short, sharp shadows on the ground below. The city is fully alive, operating at its peak rhythm. From our serene position above, the activity is not chaotic, but appears as a beautifully coordinated dance. The flow of traffic along the main thoroughfares looks like a steady, pulsing circulation. The Marché de la Gare, the public market near the waterfront, is a hive of activity. We can see the colorful canopies of the vendor stalls and the tiny figures of people moving between them. Our gaze shifts towards the university campuses. During the day, these are centers of energy and intellectual pursuit. We can see students walking along pathways, gathering on grassy lawns. Even amidst this midday energy, there are pockets of profound calm. We see people enjoying a quiet lunch on a park bench, a kayaker paddling slowly on the Lac des Nations. The city seems to have mastered the art of balancing activity with tranquility. For every busy street, there is a quiet, tree-lined lane. Our aerial journey allows us to appreciate one of Sherbrooke's most defining features, the dramatic topography that cradles the city. It rises and falls with the contours of the ancient Appalachian hills. From our vantage point, we can see how the neighborhoods climb the slopes, the houses perched on terraces, offering their residents spectacular views of the landscape. The most dominant of these hills is, of course, Mont Bellevue. It stands as a green sentinel watching over the western part of the city. Its presence is immense and reassuring. From the sky, we can trace its gentle but imposing slopes, covered in a dense forest that changes color with the seasons. It is a piece of the wilderness brought right to the city's doorstep. The interplay of hills and valleys creates an ever-changing series of vistas and microclimates. A neighborhood tucked into a valley has a different feel from one exposed on a hillside. This hilly embrace provides a sense of enclosure and protection. The city does not sprawl endlessly into the horizon. It is contained and defined by the rising land around it. As the afternoon wanes, a magical transformation begins. The sun, now low in the western sky, loses its midday intensity and bathes the landscape in a warm, golden light. Every building, every tree, every hill is outlined with a soft, glowing edge. The colors of the world become richer and more saturated. From our privileged position, we watch as this golden light plays upon the surface of the rivers. The water transforms into a flowing ribbon of liquid gold and fiery orange. The bridges that cross it are cast into dramatic silhouette, their arches and trusses forming stark, beautiful shapes against the brilliant backdrop of the sky. Lights begin to appear in the windows of homes, small, warm beacons of domestic life that twinkle across the darkening landscape. As the sun finally dips below the horizon, the sky puts on its final show. The gold and orange fade into soft shades of pink, purple, and deep indigo. Our aerial journey is drawing to a close, and it ends with this moment of perfect, serene beauty. We have witnessed a full day in the life of this remarkable city. This aerial meditation has offered a rare gift, the chance to see a familiar world with new eyes, a gentle reminder of the peace that awaits when we allow ourselves to quietly watch the world unfold.